Welcome back to the big red chair. All right. I really liked the way this looked when I shot it last time, but this time I'm gonna give myself a little bit more depth of field. I had like this much. It was like going in and out of blurring. But anyway, hey, that's what happens. We're starting a new vlog here. We're working out the kinks, right? Speaking of which, this channel viewership is up 80%. We've got nine subscribers. How awesome is that? I'm really excited about that. I mean, huge. Just look at the arc. I should have a chart, a graph. Let's hope we can sustain this type of growth over the next few quarters. Anyway, yeah, so today I wanted to talk about progress versus perfection. And I don't know who said it. I mean, I don't even know if it's a quote. It's progress, not perfection. That's what we're looking for. That goes in all corners of my life. One of the things I do a lot is, I like fitness, functional fitness. I study martial arts, things like that. And it's always about, I always have to tell myself, progress, not perfection. When I'm trying to learn something new, it's the progress that I want to mark, not trying to perfect it. That also goes into photography. This is a scary concept because a year from now, my goal would be my greatest picture that I took, let's say this year, a year from now, I should cringe when I look at it and be like, oh my God, what? And while that would be unnerving because you're kind of like, oh, that photo, is, you're not really thrilled with something that you loved prior. The thing with it is you got to look at the growth. And it's like, if you've grown that much, you can't be unhappy with that. Come on. Even if you have to sacrifice a fantastic portfolio, you're like, if you've grown enough that you're like, oh my God, I can't handle looking at that, then that's growth. And that goes for this vlog too. So that's where I wanted to get to. I came up with, I started thinking about this vlog probably 3 years ago, and I actually went and shot and edited a little Photoshop tutorial, kind of a proof of concept, see what I could do with this. And at the time, I liked it. I thought it was really cool, and I was like, oh wow, that's neat. It did take me a long time. Did it in my basement, but now I look at it, and oh my God, it is so boring. It's it is something. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show it, and I'm gonna put it out there because one, that helps everyone grow, and two, it does have good information in it, but it's just not. And I don't know. You need to check it out. Why don't we go? Let's go look at it. I'm Rob Nitch, professional photographer out here on Cape Cod. Today I'm going to be talking about communication between Photoshop and Lightroom, specifically file formats. Photoshop writes out two native file formats. One is a PSD, one is a PSB. PSD is great, but it's limited to 2 gigs in file size. The PSB is limitless. I use this for architectural photography. Sometimes I'll have 70 to 80
layers of raw images stacked on top of each other. These files get big fast. The only problem is Lightroom doesn't read in the large file format. So I had to create a workaround so I could catalog my images in Lightroom and make Lightroom adjustments. Why don't we take a look at how I did this? Here we are in Lightroom. As you can see, I've created a folder that contains my PSB file. If we look inside that folder, we can see that the PSB file is nearly 6 gigs in size. Let's move over to Photoshop. Open up the PSB file, select all, edit copy, and create a new document. The dimensions will be correct because we copied them. Now, let's place linked and select our PSB file. Accept the transforms. And now, save it out as a PSD file. Let's return to Lightroom. Import into the folder that we were using. Navigate to that folder. Select the new PSD file. Make sure our import settings are correct. And import. Now we have our PSB file contained inside a PSD file that is read in successfully at Lightroom. And of course, we can make any of the adjustments that we normally make inside of Lightroom.
All right, what did you guys think of that? It was something, wasn't it? Did you catch the continuity errors? I mean, for someone that's worked in feature films, you know, the continuity errors with the hair and the beard. You know, I took enough attention to detail to wear the same outfit, but I shaved my head and my beard. Oh my gosh, that's pretty funny. Anyway, you know, it was pretty embarrassing to show that. For some reason, it was in my head, and it was before I kind of got into the YouTube thing, that to be a photographer and that you kind of needed to be, I don't know, stiff and scientific, and that's not what photography is. It's experimental and artistic. Yeah, there are some technical things, and you know, I think we latch on to the technical side, and we need to get it so right and so absolute that it makes our personalities stiff, and that's not who I am, and that's not what this channel is going to be about. But it's funny because I've seen you know, a lot of vloggers and stuff that are really pushing the envelope and, you know, putting good content out and making it fun and making it look awesome. So that's where I want to be. That's the space I want to be. That's the vibe I want to put out. So thanks for joining me this week. Like, subscribe, comment. I want to hear from you guys. And I want to keep this thing going. I am having a great time with it. And yeah, let's see where it goes.